What's up YouTube? I'm Callie and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be 4 simple, to some, maybe not to all, steps to becoming a better person in general. Who doesn't want to be a better person, you know? Because I do. You should. We all probably should be better people, but sometimes life gets the best of us and we get a little chipped on the shoulder, you know what I'm saying? Okay. It's already weird. Thinking about it, I guess it's not really steps, it's just practices. So 4 practices to becoming a better person. So without further delay, let's get into it. So practice number 1 is let go. It's as simple as just like that. You take all your worries, you take all your problems, you take all those things that are constantly clouding your brain, and you let them go. Do we get it? Are we following? Are we all following the same path? We're letting go. Today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, every day we're letting go, okay? Let go of your worries. They're not necessities. You never needed them and you still don't need them. They're just a distraction from the path that you should be taking to further better your life and further better your overall being as a person. I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. Stop worrying about the things you cannot change. Oftentimes we view the past as something that's in our brain, that's still a part of us, that still lingers from time to time, and often haunts us. When in reality, and today's references are coming from You Are Here, the book that I previously spoke about in March, and these words are from Buddha at the moment. It says, the Buddha said that we should not be afraid of the past. But he did warn us not to lose ourselves in it either, and oftentimes we do. It happens. It's a part of life. But it also says we should not feed our regret or pain over the past, and we should not get carried away by the past. It happens. I do it. You do it. We do need to study and understand the past because by looking deeply into the past, we learn a lot of things that can benefit the present and the future. The past is an object of our study, of our meditation, but the way to study it or meditate on it is by remaining anchored in the present moment. So by letting go, you feel the weight of your burdens subside and release from your long and forgotten chains of hurt and suffering. Some may think that letting go is simple. You know, some of you may have already mastered this. Some of us are still traveling down a path in life that's haunted by our past. You gotta let go in your own time, your own pace, and on your own journey of life. And that's all I got to say about that. The second practice is finding achievement in your failure. Now, I use air quotes because I'm not completely convinced there is such a thing as to fail, but merely to try and not hit the mark you envisioned. And that's okay. But every time you try, you should reward yourself for making the effort, for neglecting all your fear, and all the possible negative outcomes. For example, if you got out of bed today, in which I would hope you did, you accomplished something. Reward yourself. Go eat a bomb breakfast. But if you're anything like me, it is sometimes difficult to find achievement in procrastination. But I found something that works for me and is oddly satisfying, even if it's the smallest of smallest checklist there is. In fact, I have 6 things on my checklist for today. And so far, I have 2 things checked off. So I have achieved something. Make a list. Even if it's one thing and you only accomplish that one thing, you achieve something. Some people wake up and they don't even achieve getting out of bed. Sometimes we just need a little self-encouragement, self-love, self-rewards, self-motivation, Yeah, I ran out. When you encourage yourself, you influence yourself. And when you influence yourself, you make room for achievement even in your failures. You get what I'm saying? Okay, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay if you don't get what I'm saying, because sometimes I don't get what I'm saying, but I'm trying to make a point and hopefully it makes sense. I don't know. Moving on. Don't ever sell yourself short. Try as many times as you have to convince yourself that you are not a failure. Not now, not then, not ever. You are a living, breathing achievement. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. Okay? Remember that. The third practice is to be more compassionate. Yep. Yep, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, and you. Be more compassionate to yourself, to your friends, to your family who's playing music while you're trying to record, to your children, to your peers, to your customers. That retail life, though, is no joke. Even people you don't think fondly of. Now, some of you are probably rummaging around your vocabulary in your brain right now, trying to remember when and where you learned the definition of compassion and exactly what it means to you. And for you people, the definition I resonate most with is on Merriam-Webster. It says that sympathetic consciousness of others' distress together with a desire to alleviate it. Compassion. Now, the fourth training of mindfulness is practice of compassionate listening. Now, in order to listen to someone else, you must first be able to listen to yourself and your emotions and your feelings and thoughts and concerns. So in the book, it says that listening is an art we must cultivate. I agree. You must not run away from yourself, but rather be very compassionate toward yourself. The practice of mindfulness will generate the compassion you need to cradle your own pain and suffering. Compassion is rooted from understanding. If you didn't know that, now you do. Love and compassion are made out of one substance, which is called understanding. With that understanding, you could begin to stop blaming and criticizing and begin to ultimately love. I mean, think about it. We all have a story. Everyone you meet has a story. Some people's stories cut deeper than others. But with every day we're alive, we're able to grow and understand ourselves better. Next time you're placed in a very weird, kind of uncomfortable situation, practice compassionate listening. An example of that is, I'm listening to this person not to criticize or judge him. I'm listening to give him a chance to express himself, to provide him with some relief. That's all. And there you go, compassionate listening. Just practice that. Every day I try to practice more compassion because I know that this world is hurting. I know that everyone I meet is hurting, and the least I can do is to help them on their journey. And now, the fourth and final practice. Smile more. Scientists have found that smiling creates a happiness feedback loop in our brains, with concluding that smiling can be as stimulating as receiving up to 1,600 pounds sterling silver in cash. Now, I'm not very good at math, as most of you know, and I didn't further research that, so whatever that means. Smiling is a daily practice for me because I work in retail, so that means I'm around people all the time. And whether I want to or not, I make myself smile. And honestly, I feel better when I do it. Because if I'm just standing there just like, I hate my life, I wish I didn't work here, I wish I was a millionaire. What are you looking for today? Versus, I'm so happy to be here. I'm really not, but I'm gonna keep smiling because, hey, how you doing? Because they look like they're convinced. Oh, I think it's stuck. Oh God, not again. Oh no, somebody send help. Somebody send help because I'm stuck. I'll gladly admit that when a customer genuinely smiles back at me, I feel 100% more confident in my purpose. Working in retail. Honestly, every time I have an awesome customer or they really appreciate my help, my effort, my sincerity, they say, you have a wonderful smile. Or for instance, when I help them after someone else has not been a very good help, that happens pretty often, they say, you know, you have a great smile, keep smiling. I've heard customers tell me they need to learn how to smile like you countless amounts of time. And honestly, it makes me feel good. And that further motivates myself to smile throughout my day. And that brings us back to the feedback loop. Your brain keeps track of your smiles. It knows how many times you smiled and which overall emotional state you are in. Therefore, smiling reduces stress. And who doesn't want a little less stress? I mean, come on, can I get a hello, amen? It's actually very similar to getting a good night's rest. And who are we kidding? None of us get the amount of sleep we're supposed to every night. So when we wake up, we could just wake up with a smile and it adds a little more energy to our day. Am I right? Am I right? Is that what it says? So overall, the more you smile, the more better you feel. And who doesn't want to feel better? Because I do. You should. We all should. Okay? Right? Right? Am I right? You know someone. You know someone who should smile a little more. You know. Yeah. Might be you. It just might be you. You might be needing to hear this. With that being said, I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered why you feel happier around kids? Scientifically, it's because they smile more. On average, they smile 400 times a day. That hurts my cheeks thinking about that. While happy people still smile 40 to 50 times a day, the average of us only do so 20 times. That sounds like a lot of missed opportunities to smile to me, okay? If you've only smiled 20 times today, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? You need to switch it up. You need to read a book. You need to go outside. You need to create some mind space. You should just go to my other channel and watch some videos or watch my previous video and just, you know, get your smile on. A better person on the way. You know, get your smile on. Don't let anyone dull your smile, because they need to smile a little more too. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, you must have been reading the subtitles that says Kelly instead of Callie. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more videos similar to this, because I have lots to say. Most of the time I'm saying this to myself in hopes that it's for someone else, but it's really just for me. And, you know, that's how life works. I hope you have an amazing day, amazing week, amazing month, amazing year, amazing life, and overall, I think that was it. I said life. What comes after life? We don't know. That's another video for another day. So don't forget to smile today. Be the best version of you. And subscribe. Today's sign off goes to Billy Banks. Shoulder stretch. Yep. I've been doing Tai Bo on Wednesdays. Clearly I sound like I'm out of shape. It's just because I need an inhaler puff. Bye!